What's going on, everybody? Kenny Bomb is in the building, and it is officially Mortal Kombat 1 week. This game will be released in less than 3 days, and Boon has confirmed that we will be getting a launch trailer within the next few days. Well, he said before release, so that trailer could honestly be dropping any second now. And last time I made a video about a trailer dropping, they dropped the trailer right on top of it. So if we're lucky, maybe it's out right now. So in the last reveal trailer, we finally got to see Nitara, which means we've pretty much seen every fighter on this roster. So what we're gonna do today is rate the new designs. Now this is gonna be a video full of opinions, and everybody will not have the same opinion. That's fine. If you don't agree, let me know what you think in the comment section. But don't forget to smash that subscribe button because the countdown to Mortal Kombat 1 has begun. Now let's get into it.
Run, boy, they coming on.
All right, so we got 4 different categories here. First one is perfect. That pretty much speaks for itself. If the design is perfect, that means they nailed it. If it's good, that means it could have been perfect with a few more tweaks, but it's not quite good enough to be perfect. Mid means it's not good, it's not bad. It's okay. The mid designs are acceptable. But if we gotta cancel Christmas, that means erase the whole thing and take it back to the drawing board. Let's get into it. All right, so we're gonna start off with somebody who we haven't seen much of yet. Well, I haven't seen much of him. I know y'all out here dibbling and dabbling in spoilers, so y'all probably already saw a lot from him. So we're gonna start it off with Shang Tsung. Now, I thought after Carrie came back in Mortal Kombat 11, we couldn't go back. But if you ask me, I think this Shang Tsung is better than any Shang Tsung we've ever had. He got the Wolverine claws on the fist. We still don't really know what's going on with those, but they seem to have some type of green poison, so I'm interested in finding out what's going on there. I don't think the outfit is over-designed. Everything looks just perfect. The face model as well. They completely nailed it. Down to the hair. So Shang Tsung, I'm giving him the stamp. I'm going to say Shang Tsung is perfect in Mortal Kombat 1. And then we're going to make him disappear. Next, we got one that we did just see revealed here pretty recently also. We got Nitara. Now, they had the Michael Kors bag on their lap, but they pushed it to the side and said, you know what, for Nitara, we're going to dig in the Louis bag. They got Megan Fox to play Nitara, and I think she looks great, but there are some things I would actually fix. Because she's very thin, and I feel like Nitara was actually a lot bigger in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, so I kind of wish they gave her some type of muscle definition. Not Allie, I think that was her name in The Last of Us. Not that strong, but at least something, because she looks very frail. That's the only thing wrong with the model, I would say. The wings do look kind of flimsy as well. So Nitara, it's definitely not a bad design at all, but I won't say it's perfect. It could use some work. I think Nitara looks good. We're going to make her disappear too. Next up, we got a big one. A lot of controversy around this one. My bad, that's Nitara again. We got Tanya. We got the Tanya design. I got a few issues with this one. Now, in a previous video, before Tanya was even revealed, I did say I didn't want the bob to come back. I wanted them to do something different. So, this hair, I don't have a problem with at all. But the face model's beautiful. We've seen her like in real life, but it just did not translate here. She looks like this lady who used to babysit us when I was a kid, and that's the only thing I can see, and I don't like it. I think we could have done something a lot better with Tanya. I mean, maybe that's because of me, and it's reminding me of that lady, old Faitha. But yeah, not for me. I think they could have made her more of a woman as well. She looks flat-chested. I'm sorry, y'all. I know a lot of people are gonna hate this, but for Tanya, I'm gonna have to cancel Christmas. I think we need to go back to the drawing board. The outfit I don't think is bad, but just the character in general, I don't think they nailed it like they could have or should have. So I'm sorry, Tanya, but we're gonna go with cancel Christmas. Next, we got Reiko. Now, we don't got a big picture of Reiko, of course, because he has not been officially revealed yet. But we had a pretty good look at him in that San Diego Comic-Con trailer, and I think he looks great. I was thinking he was going to be like an overpowered brute, like very strong and very powerful. That's what I wanted him to be, but he wasn't. And this tells us sometimes we really don't know what we want, because I think from what we've seen of Reiko so far, I think he looks perfect. I think this was the perfect place to take his character, and I think they handled him very well. So we're going to give Reiko the perfect stamp. So big shout out to Reiko, and we're going to move on to the next one, and that's Sub-Zero. Now listen to me. We got 3 characters pretty much with the same design, but if you ask me, this was the perfect Sub-Zero design. I was kind of upset at first. Not upset, but I was like, you know what? It's good. We can get used to it, because I always wanted Sub-Zero to have the hood on. They took the hood off of him, and I was like, well, maybe we can put the hood back on. I don't know, but I think this is perfect. I don't think he needs the hood anymore. Sub-Zero without the hood gives us more of Bihan than it gives us Sub-Zero. It takes him away from being a guy in a costume and kind of makes him an actual man, makes him into a human. And I don't think that's a bad thing. You know what? Making Sub-Zero into a human, I don't think is a bad thing. I love the personality they gave this character, and I think taking the hood off gave them the ability to do that, because you can read his face a lot more, even though he has the mask on. So Sub-Zero, I think, looks perfect in this game. But does the other two? One of those is Smoke. You know what? Here's a spoiler alert for Scorpion. I think we got 3 levels of this. Sub-Zero's level 1. Scorpion's level 2. Smoke's level 3. I really don't love the design here. This is just like a blue Sub-Zero costume. When you look at Scorpion, you might say it's just a yellow one or orange, whatever. But I don't think that's the case at all. With Smoke, I just see this as a great, boring Sub-Zero costume, and I don't like it. Now, the smoke mask, I think, was unique. I think a lot of people don't understand, and because they hate on the smoke mask a lot, but if he's using like practical magic and the smoke's not actually coming from him, then he's using smoke bombs and things like that, and that would not make him immune to the smoke bomb. So I do like the mask. I don't mind him having a smoke mask on, but just the outfit being like a gray version of Sub-Zero's, really can't get with it. I understand they're all from the same clan or whatever, but I don't like it. And they took away his long hair, which I feel like really gave him a lot of his personality. So, where do we go with Smoke? Do we cancel Christmas on Smoke? I don't think we cancel Christmas on him, just because he kind of does have the same design as Sub-Zero, and I love Sub-Zero's design. So I'll say when it comes to Smoke as a character, his costume was mid. I mean, it's acceptable only because it worked on Sub-Zero and Scorpion, but on Smoke himself, it's mid. Now, if he had his long hair and, you know, they kind of gave him that Smoke swag, then it would be good. You know what? I could give him the pass, but without the hair, it's not unique enough. And I think the Smoke design is mid. Next, we got another big one. We got Sindel. Now, Sindel, I think, had one of the best models in Mortal Kombat 11. Beautiful. Definitely a beautiful woman. Somebody in the comment section said, you only liked her in Mortal Kombat 11 because she was white. What does that have to do with me? I don't care if she's white, Asian. I'm sure y'all would hate it if she was black, but I don't care what color she is. I just think she was more beautiful in Mortal Kombat 11. And Asian women are beautiful. Look at Kitana in Mortal Kombat 11. But Sindel, where do we go with Sindel? I love the design. I don't think it's perfect, just because I think it was kind of closer to perfect than Mortal Kombat 11, but it's really good. Definitely acceptable. Really no huge gripes on it. No big gripes on it at all. It's Sindel. They could have put a lot of things on it, but they didn't. So, I mean, again, design choice, can't hate on their vision. I'm going to say Sindel's design is good. Next, we have the one we were talking about, and that is Scorpion. Now, Scorpion, again, is another one with kind of like the same design as Sub-Zero. Blue is my favorite color, so maybe that's why that one works the best for me. And I also love the ice aesthetic of the blue. But Scorpion, I don't know. It's not really as much as the costume as it is Scorpion. Because Scorpion was always something different from Sub-Zero. And this is kind of putting Scorpion in the same lane as Sub-Zero, which we know that's where they're going with the story. But you see, Scorpion has his eyes, and Scorpion normally has the white eyes. Scorpion has the hair out. I mean, he looks like Sub-Zero's brother. And that's exactly what he is. But he doesn't look like Scorpion. He's not striking me with what we got with Scorpion from the last games. And I know that's the point of it, but Scorpion was their biggest character for a long time. So to just do away with what he was, I don't really agree with it. So I'm going to say it's good. I'm going to say it's good just because everything wrapped up into it. Now, we still don't know. We pretty much know he's Kuai Liang now because the story writer said it, but we don't know why, and we don't know what's going on. We don't know where Bihan is. Not Bihan. We don't know where Hanzo Asashi is, so I don't know. I'm going to just put this as good based on everything we know about it so far and why it's different than Scorpion, so we'll give him that. I'm sorry, y'all, but we just couldn't give Smoke the benefit of doubt because, hey, just another guy. Next, we got Sizoth. We got young Sizoth. Oh, young Sizoth. So this could have been really good or this could have been really bad. And I think they kind of got it in the really good category. Now, I think this is a perfect design for Reptile, being that some people wanted him to be a human, some people wanted him to be a lizard. Personally, I wanted him to be a human, but they gave us a mashup where he's actually both, and I love that, but I don't think it's perfect. I don't think it's perfect because the design on the lizard is kind of like the design we saw in the movie, and I love the Mortal Kombat movie, but I didn't love Reptile's design in that movie. And another thing that kind of throws me off on Reptile is this tattoo on his eye. I think it's a bit too much. I think the tattoo on the face is a bit much. So what did he do? He was like, you know what? I can turn to a human. Even though my village hates me for it, I always wanted to get some tattoos. So he just went all out like a 2017, 2018 SoundCloud rapper and got tattoos all over the place. Got him on his arm, got him on his face. The arm tattoos would have been fine, but I think the face kind of knocked us down from that perfect mark. So for young Sizoth, we're going to say it's good. Now, if I had a category that said really good, I would put it under really good, but I can't say it's perfect just because of that tattoo on the face. Really bugs me, and it's going to take some getting used to, especially if he has different skins where you can take the hood off. We'll see. Next up, we got Purple Rain. Purple Rain. Rain. One of the characters I'm most excited to get in here and play. I think the design's perfect. I see a lot of gripes about the yellow stripe or whatever this thing is he has around his shoulder, but I don't mind it at all. The only thing I have a problem with this design is the way we saw him in story mode. I thought he was going to be like a young, beautiful, pretty boy, prince type character like we saw in Mortal Kombat X. But when he takes this thing off, he looks like an old man for some reason. His eyes look really young here, but when he takes this off, he looks like he's burnt out. So, Rain, I keep getting these other guys back up here. Rain, I'm going to give him perfect, actually, because I'm going to be playing with him with the mask on, and I think he looks perfect in this state. Just when he takes that mask off, it gets a little funky, but maybe we only see that in the story mode. I don't know, but I think Rain's new design is perfect. Just my opinion. Again, I don't know. Y'all might not like the thing around the shoulder, but I don't mind it at all. Next up, we got another big one. We got the boy Raiden. Now, this is a big departure from the Raiden we had before. He looks a lot different. And this is something kind of like a theme here. Everybody has like just normal clothes on. They don't have the over-the-top fits on no more. And I think you got to take that into account when you look at Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Smoke. Those guys just have the normal, they don't have all the gear and all of the different pieces on them. They just got clothes on, and I think that's cool. But Raiden, I think he looks kind of mid. I feel like he needs something else. I don't know what it is. And I think maybe when they came up with this design, it was like, he needs something else. But they just couldn't figure out what it was. So I think Raiden, I'm sorry, my boy. You know what? I'm definitely interested and can't wait to figure out more of what's going on with the character. But the design is mid. Based on the Raiden we had before, I'm going to say the Raiden design fits in that mid category. It is what it is. Next, we got another big one. We got Mileena. And I think Mileena's design, I'll just say it up front, I think it's perfect. I love what they did with her hair, whether she cut it off or it's effects of the Tarkot happening. I don't know, but I think she looks perfect. I think she looks beautiful. Love the scars on the face. Love the red eyes. All around, mask on, mask off. I think Mileena works all across the board. So we're going to go ahead and give Mileena that perfect category as well, because she looks really good. Looks like we got a lot of big ones. Only big ones left, really, besides one of them. But we got another one. Liu Kang. Perfect. Perfect. Better than Liu Kang has ever looked, if you ask me. I love the tattoos. I know we complained about the tattoos with Reptile, but they're not on Liu Kang's face, and that's a big part of it. But I love the tattoos. I love the white tattoos. I love the wrists. The whole fit. Liu Kang went out and just got swagged up. He even threw away the simple red headband, and he went and got something to match what he threw on his shoulder. Come on, y'all. He got the godlike swag with the godlike presence. So, I mean, doesn't need to be said. Liu Kang is also perfect. Now, this is another thing of us really not knowing what we want, because I think Liu Kang's, his actor, the face design, face model, whatever you want to call it, I think it was better in Mortal Kombat 11. But I don't look at this as the same Liu Kang. I look at this as Fire God Liu Kang. So he's on another level. They changed the face actor. I don't know why, but still looks perfect. I won't knock them for that. Next, we got one that might spark some of that controversy I was talking about earlier. We got Li Mei. Now, I thought Li Mei looked great in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Now, listen. I said in a video before, Li Mei was not in Mortal Kombat Deception, and she was. But that's got to be like the, what do they call it? The Mandela effect. Because I love Mortal Kombat Deception. That was like my second favorite Mortal Kombat game before Mortal Kombat 11. And I did not remember, still don't remember Li Mei being in it. So that's crazy. But I think she looks mid in Mortal Kombat 1. I think they could have done a lot better with her design. I mean, this is where they wanted to take her character, but she looks like an old woman, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't like it. I don't like it. She's kind of playing that Sonya role here. So I don't know why they wanted to take the sexiness out of her, but yeah, Li Mei, I'm sorry, y'all. She's mid. I won't harp on it for too long because I know y'all not going to like that one, but it is what it is for me. Next up, we got Kung Lao. Now, Kung Lao is a character that I recently picked up in like Mortal Kombat X, and he's been really good ever since. He was good in Mortal Kombat 3 too. He was good in Mortal Kombat 3, but I don't know about this design for Kung Lao. Now, it's all going to be based on the moveset, and I'm hoping we get gear over skins, really, because with skins, that's like a set thing. Like, here, you pay like this. If this was a skin, you can't change it at all. You got to deal with it. So I don't know what type of thing we're going to get with this, but I really don't love his fit. They swag Liu Kang up, but like Raiden got some swag too. I'll say that. Raiden does have some swag, but Kung Lao really don't got no swag on him at all. Looks like he made this out of some stuff he got in the farm, and I just, I don't know. I don't know, my boy Kung Lao. I wish I could give him good at least, but you know what? I gotta say Kung Lao's mid. This Kung Lao design is definitely mid. Hate to say it. Hate to do it to him, but we gotta do it. Next, we got Kitana. Now, I love Mileena's design as stated before, but I think Kitana is mid as well. Here's why. I know that's a controversial one because she does look beautiful. Again, face model beautiful. I love the face mask on her, but other than that, I think everything else kind of just fell flat. No pun intended. She looks like Kitana. You know what? And I think we could have done something really interesting with Kitana here. I think we just kind of stuck to the script and gave her an outfit that looks like her outfits always looked. And again, the body is just not really doing it. So, I love you, Kitana. Love you, love you, love you. But the design is mid. That one might be controversial as well. I hope not. Let me know if y'all agree with me. Next, we got Kenshi. So with my boy Kenshi, I gotta say, it's simple. It's simple, and that's fine. Beautiful design for Kenshi. This is absolutely perfect. If we look at Kenshi in a modern day game, this is absolutely what Kenshi should look like. So, I mean, I can't argue with this design at all. It's perfect. Spot on. As far as what Kenshi is as a character, who Kenshi is as a character, they nailed it and they got him perfect. Next, we got the Hollywood Playboy. We got Johnny Cage. Now, what do y'all think about Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 1? Because honestly, to me, I think it's mid. I think Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat 11 was a lot better. Now, this is better than Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat X. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just don't really feel Johnny Cage from him. So, you know what? Jean-Claude Van Damme, Johnny Cage is actually kind of mid too, but all around, I think Johnny is mid. I see a lot of people saying this is the best Johnny has ever looked, and I just simply don't agree with it. I'm sorry. I'm going mid for Johnny Cage. Now, this next one is one I saw a lot of controversy around as well. Some people hate it. Some people love it. We threw some character polls up, and I got some pretty interesting feedback on Havik because I think Havik looks perfect. I just love what he does in-game, pulling his heart out, pulling his arms off, probably taking his head off too, but I think it's a 10 out of 10. I think this is perfect for Havik. Y'all don't like the hair? Fine. I love the hair. Y'all want him to see with the little side things on his head? I think him without it is absolutely fine, absolutely perfect. So I'm going 10 out of 10 for Havik. I think Havik is perfect. Again, I don't know what y'all think about that. Let me know, but I think he's perfect. Next, we got Geras, one that was very shocking to me. But shout out to Geras because he survived Mortal Kombat 11. A lot of our new characters from Mortal Kombat 11 are gone, but Geras made it back. Now, they slimmed him down a little bit, but I think overall, his look is a lot better than it was in Mortal Kombat 11. So, surviving character, great look. You know what? I think there's only one place where we can slot Geras. I think it's perfect. I wouldn't change anything about the way Geras looks in Mortal Kombat 1, so they nailed it. Now next, we got another one that's kind of controversial. Again, we did character polls, and I saw the way you guys voted on this one. We got General Shao, and I can understand it. You know what? In Mortal Kombat 11, General Shao had he had the dragon features, and I still don't know why. Some of y'all say General Shao was always a dragon. General Shao was not a dragon, but now he definitely is a dragon. Is he Onaga's son? That's the big question. I think it's a heavy possibility. But what about his new design? I hate it, but then I love it. I love it more than I hate it. It's just, there's some big changes to Shao Kahn we see here. And he will end up being Shao Kahn, y'all. He's not going to be General Shao forever, trust me. He has horns now, and that's a decision you can't walk away from. So from now on, moving forward, unless they do something where they go back to the old timeline or old universe, General Shao has horns. That's something we're going to have to live with. But can we accept it? I think I can accept it. I think I can accept General Shao with horns because overall, I think he looks great. I always liked him better with the mask on, but I think he looks great with the mask off in Mortal Kombat 1. So you know what? I think I'm going to do it. I think General Shao might be perfect. We're going to have to see where he goes and what his story is. But just looking at it without really knowing anything about him, besides the fact that he was put in a situation just like Shang Tsung was, where Liu Kang kind of made him a weak boy, but he overcame it. He overcame it. So I'm going to say General Shao is perfect for what he is right now. We'll revisit that after we play the story mode because it really depends on where they take his character. But just looking at it, taking it at face value, I think it's perfect. Next up, we got Baraka. Come on, y'all. Baraka is looking better than he ever looked before. Still might be Kano. I don't know. He still might be Kano. But I think Baraka looks perfect 100%. We're going to give Baraka that perfect stamp as well. No reason to harp on it. We're just going to go ahead and give it to that boy. You know what? I was never good with Baraka since Mortal Kombat 2. I was good with Baraka in Mortal Kombat 2 because you could kind of sit back and spam, do the little thing like this. And people couldn't get around it. But I'm going to give Baraka a shot in Mortal Kombat 1. I'm going to give Baraka a shot. But I think his design is perfect. I love Baraka. And last, but some would say most certainly not least, we got Ashrah. Ashrah. Now, before she was announced, I did say if she would make it back in Mortal Kombat 1, I would like to see her have a different design. I didn't want to see her come back as just a created character template 3 with the big hat on, you know? Knockoff woman Raiden. She's definitely not a knockoff woman Raiden anymore, so they did good with that. But I think she looks too much like Devora. I like the demon features in the face because it makes sense. But she looks too much like Devora. I don't know. I just don't really get an impactful feel from Ashrah. So I hate to do it, but our last one we're going to have to end on is a cancel Christmas. I think we got to take Ashrah back to the drawing board because this one just ain't really doing it for me. So that's it. A breakdown of pretty much every Mortal Kombat 1 character we've seen so far, but we only canceled Christmas on 2 of them. We can't do that. I like 3 and I like 5, but in this case, we're closer to 3. So we got to cancel Christmas on 1 more. And I hate that it had to be my boy. One of my favorite characters in Mortal Kombat history. Y'all know we got to cancel Christmas on this man here. Shout out to Ermac, y'all. I hope this was an early design and he just wasn't ready when they put out the DLC information. But Netherrealm Studios, I love you to death. But if there's any way we can get my boy taken care of, let's get my boy taken care of. Thank y'all for tuning into this video. Don't forget to drop a like on it and smash that subscribe button, because once Mortal Kombat 1 is released, the early edition, we will have a lot of content going up, including a big story breakdown with reactions after every chapter. I don't know how we're going to do it. We'll see. Definitely not going live, because I avoided spoilers all this time, and I'm not going to have somebody in the chat ruin it for me. So I'm taking this one, y'all. I'm sorry. Bomb Squad. Let's get to that.